I like to conclude with when I'm asked this question of that we only get one life and there's no guarantees or promises of what we'll get or how long we'll be here on this earth or tomorrow. So I always say, take your best shot, give it your best shot, and live your life well by choosing well so that you can have your best life and thrive.
Thank you so much. Use your best life so you can have the best. Thank you so much for sharing. We're so glad you came on our show today. So, Michaela, let's talk about your book, right? Especially the one with the five keys of grace. If you want to tell us about that story and what
Yes.
grace.
I've learned through my grief what has helped me through my grief, but also I kind of learned these earlier in life, even though I didn't word them the way I do now, because with the disability, you kind of learn this stuff if you want to do well despite the disability. And so I kind of was already doing them, but I think it works well to describe it this way because I like to think that I've been given a lot of grace. Well, obviously I've been given a lot of grace and I've found grace in my grief, but the G is the having and gaining your grounding in your grief, which is when you're in a life storm and you're in that hard season and everything is falling apart around you. You need something to hold on to hold you steady so you
Right.
don't get swept away by the storm. For me, that's my Christian faith. For me, that's my belief that I have. For my friends and for others, it could be another belief they may have, or their friends or their family or whatever. And it
Right.
holds you steady and it keeps you standing, during the storm. The R is about redesign when you're in a situation that you may not have chosen or not wanted, but it's found you. What are you going to do next? I've been given three that I didn't choose, and
Right.
yeah, find out each time what was going to happen next. What was I going to do next? What was my next move, my next play? And
Yes.
I've strived and worked really hard not to be defined by my circumstances,
Mhm.
but to define it for myself. So we all get to choose that. We
Right.
can be defined by what circumstances come our way, or we can say, no, I don't accept this. I'm going to make my own way.
Right.
Um, and so you get to choose what happens next, right? So you can choose what you want your life to be after this hard thing that you're going through.
Yes.
So being your own designer and choosing what you want. It may not be easy. It's not about that it's easy or that it's not complicated, but
Yes.
we still at the end of the day get to choose. So that's the R of grace. The A of grace is learning to live in abundance. I'm not talking about finances, although it can be. I'm not a financial planner. I have someone that does that for me.
Mhm.
I'm talking about our mindset and how we think and what we let thoughts come to our head. And I think sometimes that's the bigger challenge because